All right, everybody, it is garden tour day. So it is approximately a month since the last time I did this. It is May 15th, I believe. Yes, Sunday, May 15th. We're going to start down here again at the potato bed. Look at this thing. These are all weeds right here that I need to take care of, but I haven't done yet. You're not going to see me today because I am a hot mess. I'm covered in dirt, and I'm planning on getting back into the dirt after I'm done filming this. So you don't want to see it, and I'm not going to show it. The potatoes are doing great. I have put hay on top of them like 4 times now, and it just seems like every time I put hay on them, they grow again. So, and we just got like a downpour of rain. I watered them yesterday. I have figured out my watering system, so I'm hopeful that this year I'll have a bigger harvest than I had last year. Around the outside, I planted, I think that's a marigold of some sort. I'm not sure, but I planted some beans. So there's bean, more marigolds, some other sort of flower, bean. So these are all, there's another bean. So I've got them all the way around. You can see the outside because beans and certain types of flowers, the ones that I planted, there's I think a nasturtium. Ooh, I'm excited about that. I'm not sure if that's a nasturtium, but another bean. So stuff is popping up. Another bean. This one got decapitated by something, but we do have the fence up. We put up a wind chime. My pretty new wind chime right there I got from Tractor Supply. And then we also put up motion detection lights. So the same ones that I have on the chicken coop, I got a set of 2, and I put it right there in the center. So hopefully that deters some pests. And then where is that little owl? We were thrifting, and this was at one of the thrift stores. It's a little owl. I need to change the battery, but his eyes light up and flicker whenever something crosses his path. He's motion detection, but he's getting kind of buried in the potato plants here. I also came down and put a thin layer of mushroom soil on top of this again because potatoes are heavy feeders, so you gotta feed them a lot. And then I planted tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. So this is just a whole row of tomatoes. And if you see the cups here, it's just because I haven't had a chance to label them yet. But some of them are labeled. So, I mean, I have one of each so far. I think there's only a couple of doubles. So as I make space for more, then I'll start doubling them. But there's probably 90 different varieties, if not more, in here already. Orange ox heart, triple crop. What else we got in here? Powers yellow sauce. There's all different kinds. Right here I have a couple of, what are those? Those are the loofah gourds. Yeah, so the loofah gourds are planted. Excited about that. And then I had one die. There was one over here, but this one is an apple gourd. So he's doing lovely. He looks like he's ready to grab onto something. Can't wait for that. So here's the sweet potato bed, and I did a plant haul. So I bought some sweet potatoes at a nursery when I went and got all my mint. Somebody told me about chocolate mint, so I had to go and get my chocolate mint. But the sweet potatoes, they had Beauregard. So I bought a pack just because my sweet potatoes, I started way too early, I think. And they just could not handle being messed with as much as they were being messed with, and I'm pretty sure they're all dead. So I planted these, and I also bought some, I can't remember the type. If I remember, I'll put it down here. 25 from Stark Brothers. But here is a couple of mine that I tried putting in the ground. But yeah, you see, they're just not doing anything. I don't know. I'll just leave these here. There's one right there, a little stick. All right, so I'm in the process of remulching this. As you can see, it's been 3 years since I mulched it, and the weeds are starting to pop up again. But when you put cardboard down, like double thick layer, it suppresses the weeds really well. And even if they do pop up, they usually come up out of the ground pretty easily. But I still need to fill this bed, fill this bed. I'm in the process of cleaning, fill this bed, and I'm in the process of cleaning this bed and this bed. And then the bed above that is the strawberry bed. And then my husband had to redo the bed above that, and I'll show you that. He did a fantastic job. Then I have, yeah, so I have 2 of these arches in this first bed here. And in this one, I planted the rampicante squash. So they're starting to pop up. There's one, there's one, there's one. Something's popping up here. This one is smooth criminal hybrid. So it's a F1 hybrid. Oh, here's another one. Happy birthday. Oh, and look here, a peanut shell. So I feed the squirrels peanuts. I'll show you. I have my husband built me a squirrel maze. Wooden maze that they have to get into, and they have to go through it to get to the good stuff. Like I put corn in there, peanuts, but I always find peanuts. Sometimes I find like the actual peanut plant growing because they hide stuff everywhere. They also put a bunch of sunflowers in there, and there's always bunch of different sunflowers popping up everywhere. Little guy, happy birthday. That rain help you out? This one is the Scarlet Runner pole bean. So I planted half of this with the Scarlet Runner pole bean, and then the other half I planted with the Monte Gusto. And a lot of those are popping up. Look at that. I didn't plant this trellis, so it's the middle one. There's 3 in this one, and I didn't plant this one. And I believe that's a sunflower, a volunteer sunflower. Probably a squirrel planted that, but I'm gonna leave it because it's peaty. So on this trellis, I planted, what is this? Oh, asparagus long noodle bean, so the green one. And then on this side, I planted the red noodle bean. And they're all popping up. Oh, and this is so glorious whenever these are all up and dangling. Oh, and this right here in this corner is a ground cherry. And I just planted this yesterday, and it looks to be doing pretty good. Oh, there's one. I think that's a sunflower of some type. This is going to be my sweet pepper bed this year. Oh, and there's my new wind chime. Isn't it pretty? It's like a beehive. Keep the deer away, hopefully, or bears or whatever tries to get in here. I planted some of these, I think, to right about here. Was that 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago? But you can see I'm starting to get some slug and snail damage, so I put down some slug and snail bait again. I just need to stay on top of that because those little turds are evil, but that's what you see, the little holes. There's all kinds here. There's sun bright yellow. There's like seeds that I saved. This one says Sam's Sweet. So I think I got some sweet peppers from Sam's Club, and they were so tasty. I was like, well, I'm going to save seeds and see if I can get something similar. I might not, but at least it's worth a try. And look, it grew plants, so I'll have food no matter what. Well, here's a raw, I don't know if I'm saying that right, sweet pepper. This one is the Valencia. I've got Corbaci, I've got red Marconi, I've got Notapino, Habanada. I've got, this one was one I picked up at a local nursery called Just Sweet, and it's a mini bell pepper. Looks like it's orange, like a light orange. Looks yummy. And then I've got California Wonders, one called Orange Blaze, or 2, I guess. Is this, yeah. And then a Rose Campolo, a couple of those, Ancho Giganchas. Then here's another one. I got Long Yellow Sweet, I believe. These were seeds I saved from Aldi. And then Jimmy Nardello's and Escamillo. I have a few more. I just didn't get around to planting them. Over here I planted, I have never successfully grown okra. I've only tried growing it. Is that one? That is. Oh, look. Looky, looky, looky. Is that okra? Is there another one? Yes, yes, yes. Another okra. Okra. Oh, it's happening. There's another one. I've got Hill Country red okra. And then I've got crimson spineless okra. Hello, little guy. Oh, I'm so excited. That's so fun. This still needs cleaned out, and I need to add dirt. So we'll just go up the first row here. I'm working on this one. I did get it cleaned up, and I've started to fill it right there. Up here to the strawberry bed. Look at this. So I have been diligent with the fertilizing this year, and look at all of these. We're gonna have strawberries soon. I can't remember which type I planted in here. I know I've got like a Gurney's Giant or something like that. It's supposed to be like really, really big ones. But like, look at these bunches of strawberries. I'm so excited. I love strawberries. So last year I just planted this bed with like about 10 starts, and then it filled in. This will fill in too. It just got trampled on while my husband was fixing this bed. So you can see it's all fixed up. It was falling forward, but there's the asparagus. This is, oh, look at that one. Here's another one that popped up. These are the berry bushes. These have flourished so much in the past couple of weeks. It's crazy. And there's like 3 or 4 different types of berries in here. I'm not quite sure. Different colors. The peach tree, and I'll show you, it's got peaches on it. I'm so excited. Let's walk back over and we'll walk up the steps, and my husband's redoing the steps right there as well, but he got this done. And I planted some, is this the cilantro or is this the parsley? No, parsley. I planted a little bit of parsley right there. This is a snake used to try to deter stuff. It's curling. I'm hoping it bounces back. It was hot yesterday when I was planting this stuff. There's Dester, Virginia Sweets, this one. So there's the trellis that those tomatoes will go up. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna plant peppers behind there or something else. I haven't decided yet. But right here is the peach tree and peaches. So I'm gonna net this probably pretty soon. There's one there. And those are 2 fabric pots that just have weeds in them. I planted tomatoes in them one year, but the past couple years I haven't done anything. I actually need to get the dirt out and then move the pots, because the wood on here, we used to use this. This is like a movie screen. And now we put the poles up and we just pull the movie screen up and watch movies at our fire pit. But it used to be a blow up screen. So that screen, you see the little buckles there? It attached to this thing that would blow up. So we would blow it up on here. I gotta get those off of there because I can't walk on it. All right, we're gonna walk back down and do the middle row, which is, I showed you the peppers at the bottom, but the next 3 rows are all tomatoes. I like tomatoes, variety of tomatoes. And then you can also see right here, I planted some carrot seed tape, and they're starting to pop up all along there. So that's pretty cool. Got Oma's Orange, Wood's Famous Brimmer. These are doing great. Abe Lincoln. One called Moon Glow. Then the second one down is my cherry row. And also, let's walk down there. I'll show you the seed tape down there too. And I planted a marigold my mother-in-law gave me right there. Marigolds pair well with tomato plants. All right. And then this is some sort of weed. Oh, they make me so mad. It's like one of those ones that have like deep tap roots. But there's some carrots. They're popping up all along here. Bunch of carrots here. Here's a lot of carrots. So we'll see how those do. My tags got mixed up a bit here, but there's my sweet aperitif. I'm super excited about that. It's supposed to be like the sweetest of all cherry tomatoes. My sun peach hybrid's doing good. Have an orange currant. So it'll be teeny weeny tomatoes. That's cool. Isis candy cherry. I'm excited about that one. That's supposed to be pretty sweet. Gobstopper is a green one. Berry's crazy cherry, pink bumblebee, purple bumblebee, sunrise bumblebee. There's a bosque blue bumblebee, I believe it's called. Right here I planted, because there's no cattle panel to attach a tomato to, I just planted a ground cherry in the middle there. And then just tomatoes on either side there. Bunch of different kinds. And then over here are the onions. So these are my bunching onions. And these are the red onions. So as you can see, they're bouncing back a little, but they should be, you know, a little further along. But we'll see what we get. We're just gonna leave them be. There's some, and then these are, oh, I guess I didn't use, oh, here it is, Walla Walla, the Walla Walla onions. And so I don't have a walkway yet for this bed, so I actually have to climb down into it to plant stuff, which is what I did. Whew, the sun came out, and ugh, after all that rain, it's very like muggy, but that's okay. I'm happy for the rain. So you can see stuff is popping up. That little guy's birthday. I think this is just a weed, but got one here. Let's see, where else did I plant? Oh, there's something there. What is this? This is a cavalli. It's a green zucchini. It's a hybrid. And then I've got cocazelle, striped zucchini. All right, what is here? This one is, I planted a variety of summer squash and then winter squashes. Table gold. So that's what these two are, table gold. They're popping up. Cool. Early acorn squash. Oh, here's one. Look at that. Hello. Did you like all the rain? I bet you did. We have Long Island cheese squash. Nothing yet though. I have Iran squash. This is a really pretty one. I'll throw a picture up of what the Iran squash. So they might not be spaghetti squash. Oh, here's one. Hello. Sunstripe F1 hybrid. I believe this is a yellow, either a yellow zucchini or just yellow squash. There's that guy and that guy. So there's two of them. 1, 2. And right here, I planted beside the garlic. Is this cilantro or parsley? Cilantro. So I planted cilantro right here, a couple of those. And then I planted a little patch of cilantro right there as well. So I'm just kind of dotting it around everywhere. And here's the garlic. This is, all my garlic's doing wonderful. And then these are the onions that I left in the ground. So last year there was like a little patch of, it kind of looked like that right there, tiny little stems, and I was like, well, let me just leave them in here and see, you know, maybe I can use the, you know, the little green parts for, you know, recipes and things. And so I'm still letting them go. Let me see, is there a bulb? Oh yeah. So they're all like bulbed up together down there. But what I'm doing is I'm just gonna let them go to seed. And I'm gonna see if I can save the seeds. This is the long strawberry bed, which look at that. It is popping as well. And I believe these right here are the white strawberries. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's what they are. We're gonna find out because they have flowers on them. Last year I didn't get anything from them because I just planted them. So this whole area right here is the white strawberries. And then these are all, I got a bunch of strawberries last year, but my goodness, they are just loaded with fruit, with flowers. So look at all the flowers. Oh, I'm so excited. And then I just planted asparagus where you see the bulb patches. Nothing yet there, which is good because I don't want them to break dormancy really fast. Not good for the plant. Planted them a little late, but it's always either too early or too late for me. All right, and then up here, as you can see, this needs a little work. Kind of falling apart, but that's okay. This is the carrot bed. Look at that. They are doing fantastic. This is the ones that we sowed with the cornstarch. Getting a little weedy though, so that's not good. Then I believe this is, yeah, feathered frizzy kale. It's doing really well. I thought that it had got too sunburnt, but it's coming back just fine. Then right here, I planted some watermelon radishes, and then French breakfast, which is not doing too hot, and then beets, golden Detroit beets. So these are all the beets and French breakfast radishes. I got a few here, but the watermelon radishes are the ones that are doing the best right here. And some more kale. I've got the 1,000 head kale, and then the tranchuta kale, and then this is going to be my hot pepper bed, or my spicy pepper bed, I guess you could say. I've got Tabasco, habanero, orange, shishitos, got my sugar rush peach, which I think I'm going to plant another one, regular jalapenos, I got a peppercino, Tabasco. So I've got a few more I've got to plant, but, and then look at this here. This has been covered to keep away pests. So this is my red. I don't know if I'm actually going to get any cabbage, but I'm sure that these leaves are edible and taste just as good. Red cabbage. I've got purple broccoli right here. Let's see if I can get in here. I think I've got a couple Brussels sprouts in here. Oh, there is, look at there. I think that might even be almost ready to harvest. Kohlrabi. There's the purple Vienna back there. Can you see that? It's hard to see. There's so much vegetation. Yep, there's the purple. Oh, that's a big boy. That one's ready. So I like to roast the kohlrabi. It's really good roasted. Anything has come to a head yet, but it's like I probably planted these too close together. So Romanesco broccoli. The leaves are tasty. Yeah. Did plant some Swiss chard. I planted a hollyhock. This is all around the varieties, the chicken coop. What else is here? Some kale, another hollyhock, some cilantro. What is that? Hollyhock, I think. I'm not sure, but more stuff here, more kale, more hollyhocks, more kale. And then I think in some of the corner areas right here, I planted some sunflowers. Then I've got my fabric pots I'm in the process of filling. So I'm using some garden soil, then I'm using some mushroom soil, more garden soil. I'm just kind of mixing that up. And then this is my mint area. So I put all the mint in pots here. This is chamomile. This is all the stuff that I got. I did a plant haul. I went to a nursery for the chocolate mint here. Which one's the chocolate mint? The chocolate mint got the big boy, the big basket there. So hopefully it'll fill that up and then I can split it and make more, but I got them all potted up. I went for chocolate mint and I ended up with like 3 flats full of stuff. And then we're opening up the pool, but it's nasty looking still. But those birds are loud. And then in here I planted a tomato, where kawaii? I don't know how to say that. There's still some kale and stuff, but it's not really doing that great. These are cabbages. There's some more carrots. I mean, I might get a little carrot. And then the snap peas, we planted these a while ago. My greenhouse is a mess. It's full of cardboard, so this is all the cardboard I've been collecting from the neighbors. Looky here, we've got some, I'm gonna take these in to my daughter. But I think they're getting too hot in here. There's the squirrel maze my husband built for me. And then he also made that for me this Christmas. It's supposed to be an owl house, but I've seen birds living in it, so. And then this is my trumpet vine right here that I planted. I think this is the 4th year, maybe 3rd, and it is all the way up there. I had a tree growing up that had one of the orange trumpet vines. I believe this is like a yellowy one. Another thing we did is we added the sand in here. So I had some extra, so I just put it along the sides here, but filled up the back with sand for the ladies, and as you can see, all their little feet marks. They love it. Can I help you? I don't have any snacks. Nope, go away. Nope. And my irises are starting to bloom. I'll show you those. So there's the purple, I think they're bearded irises is what they're called. And then yellow, purple, so I split those last year. I planted something there, I can't remember what it is. I believe this is more cilantro, and then a nasturtium. And then I'm going to plant cucumbers, I think, on the side of this. This was a piece of the trellis that we had left over. And then these are cantaloupe my husband bought at a nursery yesterday. And then you can see right here, this is what the squirrels do. They plant something and then they dig it up. I don't know what these were. Possibly sunflower seeds, I'm guessing. And then right here, I planted my lemon basil that I grew from seed. And there's my blueberry bush. Got some little blueberries. All the raspberries there. The honeysuckle is doing pretty good. Climbing up. Hopefully it goes across. See, it wants to come this way though, because this is the way the sun is. So I just got to train it. But look at all these there. I pulled up some that had made their way underneath here and gave to my neighbor. But I should have lots of berries this year. These are all berry bushes, and then this is another blueberry. I think I have, and that's a blueberry. I think I have one of the ones that's a pink lemonade variety. This would be the first year that they ever actually had any buds on them, flowers, because they were so tiny. So we'll find out this year what kind they are. And I'm in the process, once I'm done recording this, I'm going to finish planting up the dahlias. So I planned on doing dahlia kiwi plant, and then on the inside a dahlia with some other flowers. But I also planted some of the stuff I got from Stark Brothers, the berry bushes. This one is, what is this one? Ouch. It's not thornless. Ah, this is the snowbank white blackberry. I need to mulch around it. I'll do that when I get this done. But this one here is the Kiowa blackberry. It's the one that's got a big blackberry as big as your hand. I also planted some, what are those, zinnias? And then these are my honeyberry bushes I planted on each side of this side. I got the blue palm honeyberry. But there's the kiwi plant. So I'm hoping that the kiwi plant will latch onto this and climb up it. I'm glad to get it outside because my cat kept eating it. And then this one is the other honeyberry, but where is the tag? I know I left the tag on here. Here it is. Got buried. This is the berry blue honeyberry. Also planted the dahlias that I grew from seed. These are just the rocks that I dug out of the soil I need to throw away down the hill. But these are cactus, zinnia. Sure, but it came back. Planted that last year, it came back. Not sure, I just planted this. I forget what that is. I think it's a hollyhock. And then this is a snapdragon that reseeded itself. The tomatoes and the flowers that I grew. A couple more things I need to plant from the nursery that we went to, the ground covers. What else did I do? And I've got some stuff started here. I've got midget melon, some container zucchini that I need to put, and then some Kajari melons popping up there. So I need to get those in the ground. This was beautiful last year. This is a butterfly bush. I can't remember the variety, but it was like up to here. It was huge. So I trimmed it back. And I guess I trimmed it too hard. But it looks like it's trying to make a comeback there at the bottom. So I need to cut all this dead wood off. But look at these heucheras. I will put up the variety that they are, but they are just so bright and beautiful. And then I planted some fern. I think I planted it here and here, but only this one took. And then I planted some heucheras up in here, my little snails. Everything's fallen over though. My fairy garden right here as you come off the deck. Oh, and it looks like my husband left his drink. Here is the sad looking rain gutters. I mean, the top one looks pretty good, these top couple, but usually there's all the spinach. Usually they'd be doing better by now, and this one's very sparse here and there. Again, we had that cold snap right after I planted this, so I think it got nailed by that. Oh, here is my spearmint. Got that in a pot. And another blueberry plant in a pot. Isn't that guy cute? I got him a TJ Maxx, and he was all roughed up. And he had a couple broken spots. And I got him at a discount. And I fixed him up and painted him. And he's looking good. What else did I want to show you guys? I don't know. One last thing I'm going to show you I got at a flea market was this thing. Is he not adorable? He's a birdhouse. It's a raccoon. So there was a local flea market yesterday, and there was a man selling these. He had them as a bear. He had cat, dog. I thought the raccoon was really cute, so I'm not sure if he's already stained it. It doesn't look like it, but might need to stain that. One more thing I wanted to show you was the inside tomato plants. This one died, but there's the sweet potato plant. The other one rotted. I just threw it out over the weekend, but that one still got little growth on it, so I'm gonna let it go. This is a little bonsai tree kit that my mother-in-law gave my daughter, so we're trying to do that. And this one here is struggling. It fell over and broke, but I stuck it down in the dirt, and I think it's doing okay, but you can see there's some tomato plants. And then there's a couple in this pot here. And again, there's tomatoes. So hopefully we have some cherry tomatoes soon. This one's got lots of tomatoes all over it. Big juicy ones. So I'm excited for those, but those are in my window here. And you can see my big old rhododendron outside is starting to bloom.